I'm usually the only one who really cares. I'm like a lifeboat. And I will tell you, I think I have the hardest job of any professional. I'm not like a cardiologist. I'm not even like an oncologist. No one's ever had.
Guilty.
Every case is different. Every case is fact-specific. But it's never my job to determine whether my client is 100% guilty or 100%.
I'm going to do everything that I can to move his case as quickly as possible. I understand that the government has a great amount of electronic devices that they have to download and provide.
A bit about.
I think that we made the points that we've been wanting to make. I think he came out. Mr. Combs is a fighter.
25 of the 120 individuals who are in these cases were minors at the time of the acts complained of.
We believe in him wholeheartedly. He didn't do these things. This was a 10-year relationship. There's no coercion. There's no crime. There's basically just, someone who brought a civil case and now is finding themselves as a witness in a criminal.
For the past several.
CIA, you're like, okay, we're looking for people who have gone through these things in their life that have curated this kind of like personality type.
Well, isn't it just like part of the gig? Like here's a first.
He's focused. He has been ready to defend this case since he first found out about this case. Nothing has changed from his perspective. I obviously would much prefer to fight this case with him out of jail, and we are going to try to bring that about through additional legal process.
Let's just say it's a lot. Okay.
What prosecutors were arguing is not only does your client pose a flight risk, because obviously he's incredibly wealthy, has access to planes and a lot of staff, even though you said he turned over his passport to you months ago, they were also worried about him being able to interfere with witnesses and calling them. And so I guess the question is, how do you assure the court that that won't happen if prosecutors are saying this is someone who's attempted to bribe security staff and has already and interfered with witnesses?
So I think the most important thing, even more important than the passport, is that Mr. Combs came to New York on September 5th.
First of all, what was your reaction to this newest and latest allegation of more than 100 additional victims?
Hi, Nicole. Nice to be with you. It's the proverbial snowball coming down the hill. When you've been living a lifestyle, not just one or two incidences, but a lifestyle which Diddy seems to have led, there's a lot of people, a lot of activity out there. And to be honest, I don't think it's over. I don't think we're at the precipice yet.
Coerce victims to get them to participate in the freak-offs. He used the embarrassing and sensitive recordings he made of the freak-offs as collateral against the victims.
Now, they say they found those recordings.
John Diddy Combs is no stranger to controversy, but this time, it's his own attorney dropping a bombshell. What could possibly make a high-profile lawyer step away from one of the biggest stars in the game? Stick around as we uncover the shocking courtroom confession that's got everyone talking. Trust me, you won't want to miss the details. But of course, before we go any further, make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell for more updates and videos like this. Let's get started. Picture this, a slow, machined car crash you just can't look away from. That's the scene surrounding P. Diddy right now. His once solid empire is shaking like it's built on jelly, with scandal after scandal dropping like beats in a rap battle. Every day seems to bring a new bombshell, and now the feds are closing in. As for Diddy's lawyer, word on the street is he's had enough, stepping down after what must have been countless sleepless nights. With his defender out of the picture, the big question is, what's next? Diddy is facing a storm of lawsuits and accusations, but his legal team isn't backing down. They've called the claims baseless, labeling them as money grabs, and they maintain his innocence. At his first pretrial hearing, Diddy pleaded not guilty. I'm going to try and get his case to trial as quickly as possible. I don't think it was 1,000, let's just say it's a lot, okay? Prosecutors argued that not only does Diddy pose a flight risk, given his immense wealth, access to private planes, and a large staff, but they also expressed concerns about his ability to interfere with witnesses. Despite claims that he had turned over his passport months ago, they alleged he had attempted to bribe security staff and had already interfered with witnesses. The big question was how to assure the court this wouldn't happen again. Diddy's lawyer argued that even more important than the passport was the fact that Mr. Combs came to New York on September 5th. As soon as they realized the indictment was imminent, whether in weeks or months. When Judge Robin Tarnowski denied his bail, Diddy calmly sipped some water, glanced at his family, and was escorted out of the courtroom. His lawyer, Mark Agnifilo, made it clear that Diddy isn't giving up, stating, "Mr. Combs is a fighter. He's going to fight this to the end. He's innocent." Agnifilo also plans to appeal the bail decision. Acknowledging Diddy's flaws, the lawyer admitted to his past struggles with substance use and unhealthy relationships, but pointed out that he's now in therapy and receiving treatment. Agnifilo suggested that the case revolves around a long-term relationship that ended badly due to infidelity, subtly referring to Diddy's decade-long relationship with Cassie Ventura. Regarding the controversial freak-offs, Mark Agnifilo argued they were consensual, stating, "Is it exploitation? If everyone wants to be there?" He claimed authorities were interfering in Diddy's personal life. On firearm allegations, he clarified that the weapons belonged to Diddy's hired security team, not Diddy himself. Similar accusations in other lawsuits have also been strongly denied by Diddy and his legal team. Reacting to allegations involving over 100 additional victims, Agnifilo described the situation as a snowball effect, saying Diddy's lifestyle has led to numerous claims. He believes more accusations will surface in different jurisdictions, noting that earlier lawsuits likely encouraged victims to come forward. Existing lawsuits believedly uphold the ordinary system of justice, mitigate the increased prevalence. A serious claim involves Diddy allegedly using sensitive recordings from the freak-offs as leverage to control participants.
He called him a double big who lied repeatedly and was only going to testify against Ng to save himself, is what he said.
Patricia, what are the expectations on what else we can hear through these proceedings? We're expecting this to go for potentially another month or longer.
Yeah, what the government is starting to do right now is they have a current Goldman Sachs banker that worked on the 3 transactions, bond transactions behind 1MDB.
Separately, prosecutors accused Diddy of violating jail phone rules at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center, MDC. They claimed he used other inmates' phone access cards to contact witnesses and influence public opinion. Diddy's attorney, Alexandre Shapiro, argued that sharing phone access cards is common at MDC and does not constitute obstruction of justice. She added, there is no evidence Diddy's calls differed from those made with his own access. In a twist, Judge Arun Subramanian ordered prosecutors to destroy notes taken from Diddy's cell during a raid, despite prosecutors arguing the notes were key to their case. This move highlights growing tensions in the legal battle. Diddy's lead lawyer, Mark Agnifilo, has extensive legal experience. He earned his bachelor's in philosophy and political science from Connecticut College in 1986 and his JD from Brooklyn Law School in 1990, where he received the American Jurisprudence Award for Excellence in Trial Advocacy. After working at the U.S. Attorney's Office until 2006, he joined the law firm of Benjamin Brafman, who represented Diddy during his 1999 nightclub shooting trial. Agnifilo has handled other high-profile cases, including defending Keith Raniere, founder of Nexium, who faced exploitation and racketeering charges and was sentenced to 120 years in prison in 2019.